The Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council has called for the first round of review meeting on the reversed land issue at the KAAC Secretariat today. The Council has invited 3 civil bodies, including the Autonomous State Demand Committee, the Karbi Students Association and the Karbi Ninso Chingthur Asong, to take part in the meeting. The meeting will take place at 4 p.m. today. The Council will also hold another round of review meeting tomorrow. Meanwhile, situations still remain tense in Karbi Anglong. Section 144 CRPC still remains in place at 𝗟𝗩𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗠 in West Karbi Anglong, and agitations have been reported from 𝗔𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗠, 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏 and other places as well. Various organizations have been demanding the eviction of illegal settlers from protected grazing reserved lands and village grazing reserved land in Karbi Anglong. So this is the big story that we are tracking today. The Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council has called for the first round of review meeting on the reserved land issue at the KAAC Secretariat today. The Council has invited 3 civil bodies, including the Autonomous State Demand Committee, the Karbi Students Association and the Karbi Ninso Chingthur Asong, to take part in the meeting. The meeting will take place at 4 p.m. today. The Council will also hold another round of review meeting tomorrow. And in the meantime, situation still remains tense in Karbi Anglong. Section 144 CRPC still remains in place at 𝗟𝗩𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗠 in West Karbi Anglong, and agitations have been reported from 𝗔𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗠, 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏 and other places as well. Various organizations have been demanding the eviction of illegal settlers from protected grazing reserved lands and village grazing reserved land in Karbi Anglong. And we have our colleague Sarim joining us live over the phone. So Sarim, good afternoon. Now they have one round of meeting today and another round of meeting tomorrow. So what are they expected to discuss today in the meeting, Sarim? What are they expected to discuss?
Well, of course, the review meeting, the first round of review meeting will be held at Karbi Anglong Secretariat today. And in fact, the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council has invited 3 bodies to discuss on this reserve land issue. The first organizations, of course, as you mentioned, ASDC, which stands for Autonomous State Demand Committee, and Karbi Students Associations, and also Karbi Ninso Chingthur Asong. Karbi Ninso Chingthur Asong is a women organization. And in fact, as we remember, as a mention can be made that ASDC, or Autonomous State Demand Committee, is the regional political parties here in Karbi Anglong, and this is the organizations in 1995 which they have signed a memorandum of understanding in the year of 1995, which brought a lot of autonomy for Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council. So that's the other thing. But right now, here in the situation today, the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council will be holding a meeting to discuss on the issues of PGR and VGR reserved land with these organizations, ASDC, KSA, and KNCA. And besides, the protest is going on peacefully here in 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏, the likes of Manja, 𝗔𝗦𝗏𝗘, and some of the places in Karbi Anglong. The peaceful demonstration, the peaceful protest is still going on. And having said that, in western part of Karbi Anglong, in place like 𝗟𝗩𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗠, 𝗟𝗩𝗦 is the hotspot of this issue, where now this incident has affected across the region, across the district as well. In 𝗟𝗩𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗠, the place like 𝗟𝗩𝗦, Section 144 CRPC is still going on, and which suggests that the imposing or promulgations of Section 144 CRPC, which means there is a little bit of tense there in the 𝗟𝗩𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗠 place. That may be the reason that the police administration has imposed Section 144 CRPC there. So this is the development right now, that the peaceful demonstrations is going on. At the other end, the first rounds of review meeting will be held with these 3 organizations by the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council, and tomorrow itself will be having a second round of review meeting where lots of organizations, including the political organizations, students organizations, and civil organizations will be attending this review meeting tomorrow that was called by Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council. As you have asked me regarding the expectation of this review meeting, well, I cannot tell you exactly what is going to be happen in the days to come, whether the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council is going to have an evictions in that particular PGR, VGR land or not. But I have spoken to one of the lawmakers whose name is 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓. He is an MLA representing from Karbi Anglong, 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓 constituency. He told us categorically that no illegal settlers will be allowed to settle in the PGR, VGR land. Back to you.
That's right. Well, now, Sarim, I believe these protests that have erupted across Karbi Anglong now, this might be long-bending. This might be long-bending. So, considering the situations that we have witnessed the last few days were intense since we're seen. Now, how is the situation, especially those in the vulnerable areas where the illegal settlers, as they say, the illegal settlers are settled? So how is the situation there? Are there any police or security protection in those areas?
Well, like I said, that in 𝗟𝗓𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗠, the place, this is the main hotspot. This is the place from where the main incident has happened. And a couple of days back, as we have been, the Northeast Live have been reporting on these issues regarding the attack on protesters, on the demand for the evictions. 𝗟𝗓𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗠 is the main place. In these places, as I said, the Section 144 CRPC is still going on, which suggests that there is a little bit of the tense is going on there. But of course, the police administration is also now leaving no stone unturned to bring peace, to bring peace and tranquility around and across the 𝗟𝗓𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗠 region. But so far, we haven't got any reports that any casualties that has been occurred in 𝗟𝗓𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗠, but the Section 144 CRPC is still going on in 𝗟𝗓𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗠, and besides this part, in the eastern part of Karbi Anglong, the likes of 𝗓𝗡, Manja, 𝗓𝗏𝗏, 𝗏𝗡𝗡𝗏. So these are some of the places that still peaceful protest is going on. And to be honest with you, here in 𝗓𝗡 right now, since yesterday, a lot of the shops are not opening. Were not opening, but today itself, people are now started to open their shops, and the movements of vehicles are also seen today here in Karbi Anglong. Back to you.
That's right. That's right. Now you mentioned that MLA 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓, he said that no illegal settlers will be allowed. So it's fair to say that the legislators also support the student organization. So now the question is, what next? If they fail to come up with a solution today in the meeting that is going to be held today, what next?
Well, of course, as 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 MLA said a couple of days back that no illegal settlers will be allowed to settle in the PGR, VGR land, which suggests that he is giving some assurance to the protesters. But still, the protest is going on, which means if the review meeting, if the authority or the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council authority fails to fulfill the aspiration of the protesters, there will be likely to have something that we cannot even exactly tell you what is going to be happening in the days to come. But as we have seen in the last couple of days, the protest has been going on for the last 3-4 days and still is going on. And today it will be the very, very crucial day for the people of Karbi Anglong, well as on these issues as well. Yeah.